we are doing two-step factoring. 2 steps, that's what we want. So, what's the first step? It's what's common. So, let's look at some problems here. 8x to the third minus 40x squared plus 50x. Now, we look at all these numbers. They're all even, so I know they're all divisible by 2. Plus, I can tell that there's x's in each one. Now, some people like to look at it this way. They say, I know that this is 2 times 25, or maybe better, 25 times 2 times x. All right? And then they look at this one, they say, oh, well, I know that that is 20 times 2, because 40 is 20 times 2. And then isn't x squared 2 x's in a row? Yeah, that's what it is. And what's this one? Well, it is 4 times 2. And then isn't x cubed 3 x's in a row? Triple x, right? Now then, you're supposed to look and see what's common to each thing. Well, I can see right here, I thought I had a different color. I guess not. I can see right here that there's a 2x and a 2x and a 2x, right? So if I take out what's common, like it says, I'll have 2x out in front. And then what's left is 4, and then there's 2 x's right there. So that is 4x squared. And then this is 20. And there's only 1 x right there. And then this is 25. And there's no x's right there, right? Okay. Now, can we factor that? That's the question. Are there any numbers that multiply to be 4? Sure, 2x and 2x. And how about numbers that multiply to be 25? Well, that would be 5 and 5, right? But they have to add up to be negative 20. And if I add this is 10 plus 10. That's positive 20. So what if I make this both negative? Now, negative 10 and negative 10 is negative 20. So, the total factor when we are done is this guy right here. You see what I'm doing? I'm taking out what's common and then factoring into 2 groups, right? That's the job. That's our job, the whole job, everything that we have to do. Let's do it again. So, let's see. How about this one? 3x to the third plus 33x squared plus 72. Now, they're not even, so they can't be divisible by 2. But since this one is divisible by 3 and this one's divisible by 3, I'm expecting this one, so 7, 8, 9, this one's divisible by 3. So, I know that this, you can play with it and figure it out. So, I know that this one is 24 times 3 times x. And this one's 11 times 3 times xx, right? There's 2 x's there. And this one's just 3 and then triple x, right? So I can see that there's a 3x in every single place. That means 3x is common. I can take out what's common. That's what I do, right? When you do what's common, the common thing has to go out in front. Common. And then the leftovers have to go inside the parentheses. So that's what we're looking at. That's what we're trying to do, right? So we want to make sure that that's happened. So that means If I take the 3 and the x out, there's just x squared there, because that's x times x, that's x squared. And then there's an 11x there, and then there's a 24 there. Okay. So I have to keep that outside and then break this down into its two groups, right? So we know x and x, that's not bad. What about 24? Well, 3 and 8, or 4 and 6, or 2 and 12, right? Let's see, that would be 14, that's too big. I add them up, this would be 10, that's too small. 8, 9, 10, 11, oh my goodness, that's just right. There we go. So, we did it again. Factored out what's common, and then factored into two groups. That's what today's homework is about. Oh, one more example, and then you will be able to do the whole worksheet. Here we go. 5x squared minus 20x. Oh no, there's only two parts. What do I do? Well, I do the same thing. What's common? So it looks like I can divide by 5. Oops, this is x cubed. 5x cubed minus 20x. I can divide by 5 and x, right? So I know that this one is 4 times 5x, and this one is 5x, triple x, right? So look what I have. If I take the 5x out of here and the 5x out of here, I'm left with x times x, that's x squared, minus 4, right? So, just like before, we know numbers that multiply to be the ends and add up to be 0 in the middle, because there's no middle term, right? So that's to multiply to be negative 4. Well, that would be 2, positive 2 and negative 2. Has to add up to be 0, and they do. So, look at that. We did it again! Yay! So, today's homework is just like that. Take out what's common, and then factor into groups. That's all. Bye.